Hello, everyone. Raymond Moore, Kilted Prepper, and I'm back home again. You're watching Coffee with Ray. How's everybody doing? Good. Coffee. Oh my goodness, I missed coffee. They at the hospital. They had coffee, and I only got it every once in a while, but it wasn't the greatest. But anyways, good to be back home again, back here with y'all, and I'm getting back in the saddle again. I was almost didn't make it here. I was dinking around on Facebook and checking out all the wonderful comments you guys were giving me and showing how much many prayers and encouragement and all that other stuff. And all of a sudden I look up, it's like, oh crap, got 3 minutes before the show. I need to get things moving. So, but glad to be here again. And like I said, missed y'all, missed the interaction and everything, but I do appreciate all the questions and prayers and thoughts and everything like that. And biggest thing I learned about this situation is stay on top of your health while you really can. And I say that because with all the junk going on in the world and things are heating up all over and stuff, then you don't know when stuff is going to go down. So stay on top of your health, because if SHTF happens and then you're in bad health, then you may be screwed, blued, and tattooed. So hey, Chantel, how you doing? So but yeah, that was a biggie that I learned out of this. And a lot of this, what happened is I had a pain in my back and was hurting really bad. Well, come to find out, I was passing a kidney stone. And since I didn't know what it felt like to pass a kidney stone, I just automatically assumed it was I strained my back somehow or something. And so but that's what led it to. And I went to the doctor that day and said, Doc, what the heck's wrong with my back? It hurts a lot. And oh, by the way, I got some tremors going on too. My hand's shaking a lot. And so he was checking things out, and finally he was listening to my heart and stuff and ordered an EKG. And he goes, dude, you got A-Fib. And so we need to get you to the emergency room right away. Something I was not expecting to hear. So, you know, but yeah, it got me kind of worried and got in the hospital. And come find out, my AFib is due to my stinking thyroid. My thyroid is messed up, and I got hyperthyroidism. So the doctor got me on some medicine and things like that, and that should kind of settle down the heart. What they did, got itchy nose here. I'm sorry about that. Got what the doctors did is they've been giving me medicine to basically help me put my heart back into rhythm. But then they took me in for a procedure where they actually shocked my heart. And I got to shock it back into in proper, beating style or in synchronicity or whatever it is. And so they did that, and my heart's beating fine. Let's see, I got my handy dandy watch here, and yep, I'm beating at 78 right now. So that's a great beat to be at. And it's one of the reasons why I got this watch. I traded in my old smartwatch, one because the buttons were getting all sticky and everything like that. But got the Samsung watch, and has EKG on it and everything. And I'm glad it did, because I was actually doing the EKGs and they say, you've got, you've got afibrillation issues. And I was like, nah, this thing can't be right and everything. And sure enough, it was. So, again, this was kind of a lifesaver too. So if you've got issues or anything, think about getting a good smartwatch. I know the Apple watches do it. These are the Samsung watch. And so think about getting something out, so you can stay on top of your health. I'm always checking my heart rate, and I've always checked that, and I've always had good heart rate. And it was interesting. One of the reasons I got this watch is because I thought the other watch was broken, because it was showing my heart rate all over the place and really high and everything like that. Well, coming to find out, the watch was right. And yeah, so, but yeah, get a good smartwatch, folks, so that you can track yourself and everything. I love the Samsung watch. I've had one forever. Gosh, it was one of the first watches, smartwatches I got. I've always had a Samsung smartwatch, and things, but I love it. I love this new one. And so yeah, it also helped with in regards to tracking my health. So we got Chantel, we got Facebook user, we have lifetimes of a Texas mom, we have Miss Hagee. How you doing, Pat? And so good to see you guys here. But yeah, it's good to be back home. And what other things? Oh, I did pass an 11 millimeter kidney stone, and it's floating around in my bladder right now. So I got to do something with urology, and they're going to, I guess, get up there and explode it or something. But and I've got another one still sitting around, one in my right kidney, which is only a 7 millimeter only. But I'm assuming that one will sooner or later, pop off and, give me a sore back and everything. And it's interesting. I have to admit that I've heard a lot of people, oh man, passing a kidney stone hurt so much. And you know what? It hurt, but maybe my pain tolerance is a lot higher than other folks or something. I don't know. It just felt like a sore back. And so, it hurts and everything, but it didn't like, bend me over or anything, where there's been some people, they said the kidney stones really, really hurt. Now, maybe I was fortunate or something. I don't know, but it did hurt, and it hurt a lot. But, I've always heard that kidney stones were this excruciating pain. And I have to admit that I didn't have excruciating pain. I mean, I hurt a lot, but it wasn't like excruciating where I wanted to pass out and all that other stuff, which I've heard people say, oh man, kidney stones just kick your butt, blah, blah, blah. So, but, yeah, but I still have a 7 millimeter kidney stone sitting in my right kidney. And I guess sooner or later that one will start passing and stuff. But, and I don't know how I got them. I eat rather clean diet and things. And, so, but with all the health issues, or I shouldn't say health issues, I'm doing better, but basically thyroid issues. I gotta, I'm gonna check into changing my diet even more and eat even cleaner and better 1950s diet, and actually follow a lot more of my recipes. And for those of you guys don't know, in my 1950s diet, which I have been following this past year, and it has helped me to lose weight and stay, nice, fit, and trim, and stuff. I'm still working on losing, some body fat here, Stu, but my 1950s diet, I've been following regularly for this whole past year, and doing rather well. And so what I'm going to do, I've got 300 recipes that I wrote, and I've been working on these for a while. And maybe what I'm going to start doing is actually taking more pictures of the foods that I cook, showing you guys what it is I cook with my 1950s diet and things. But it's really helped. And the great thing about the 1950s diet is I'm not counting calories. I'm not doing macros. I'm not, weighing at my food or anything like that. I'm not, doing special meals or pre-made meals or doing any, I'm just eating healthy. And just eating, what our great grandparents used to eat all the time in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, and following that sort of diet. And, and then just getting out and doing some decent amount of exercise, doing some walking. You guys know that I enjoy walking and things. And then, man, that's good coffee. And then also just doing, I'm starting to do my sword work again. So I've been doing out and doing my cuts and stuff and things. So, but working at becoming a better servant warrior. And but anyways, I'm going to really start following my 1950s diet even closer, and really hammering that and everything. And again, it's an easy diet to follow, folks. I mean, it's so simple, and but it works. Something if it worked for our great grandparents, it works for us. So, but anyways, so that's everything that's kind of going on here. What other life changes? Biggest thing is I think I'm now on thyroid medicine probably for the rest of my life. So, but and if I get off of it, then I'll probably get the A-Fib back, and it'll mess me up. And so, and interestingly enough, when prior to all this, I have been feeling sluggish. I have been feeling fatigued and everything. And if you look up the hyper thyroidism and see all that, I have all the symptoms. And it's interesting because I've been feeling fatigued and just kind of drained and all that. And so but yeah, I'm looking forward to maybe not feeling as fatigued and things. And it's been for the last month and a half about, and because that's when I've noticed that my heart rate was going all weird and everything on me, like that. So but it's going to be interesting to see what challenges I have ahead and everything, and then stock up on my thyroid meds and work on getting some extras there and stuff. So, as a good prepper should do, prep up on your meds, folks. Save some of your meds and start prepping up that. I know Cynthia's on some meds, and one of the things that we've done is actually created several months of meds that I've then vacuum sealed and put in an oxygen absorber or a Deskin bag in, so they'll keep the medicine fresh. And I got freaking itchy nose. But we've created for Cynthia several months worth of packets, so that all we need to do is, if anything, just grab that packet. She's got a month's worth of meds, so I foresee us making something like a month for meds for us, for me, and everything. So but yeah, that's something smart to do, is if you have a vacuum sealer or food saver, make a med bag. And what I did is I sealed off different areas, dropped the meds in, dropped a little Deskin pack in, sealed all that with all of them in there, did some others because you've got these long lines. So put some more meds, her 30 days worth of meds in it, Deskin pack. So now she has a sheet of her meds all vacuum sealed and things. So, looking to maybe doing something like that. You can do the same thing with like vitamins and so forth. Make yourself a med sheet or a med pack of vacuum sealed pills and stuff. And maybe I'll show that to you next time I think about it, show that to you. So, you can see what we've done to create some vacuum sealed med packs. And so, Jones says, I've been on thyroid meds for almost 25 years. It does nothing to decrease the fatigue. So it says here, I've been on thyroid meds for almost 25 years. It does nothing for decreasing the fatigue. So hopefully it does. I don't know. Maybe it might not work for you, but hopefully it does for me. Otherwise, I'm going to be drinking a lot more coffee. So, because it's coffee free. But hey, Matt, how you doing, bud? Thanks for welcoming back home. But feels good to be back home. Met some wonderful people, met a fan. It was interesting. One of the nurse techs came into the room, and she would come in, do my blood or do this or do that. And she was, man, you look really familiar. And finally she came and she was taking my vitals for another time. And she says, I know you from somewhere. Can I ask what you do for, during the day? What do you do for a living? And I said, I do YouTube videos. I'm a guilty prepper. And she goes, that's it. He said, my dad and I watch you all the time. So if you're out there watching me, good morning. I forget your name, but we even took a selfie together. So good morning to you. Thanks for watching. But it was fun meeting a fan. And so let's see. Lifetime's Texas Mom, I'm still tired, taking thyroid meds for several years now. Okay, good. Interesting to know. So, well, maybe what I need to do is get out there and exercise or something. More sword work. So I'm going to be doing more sword work also, and maybe start doing some videos on that, and teaching you guys some of my sword exercises and things. They're a lot of fun. It breaks up the monotony of everyday working out and everything. And it's a fun thing to work out with. I love working out with my sword. And the great thing is you can use a broom handle, you can use a stick, you can use, anything with a little bit of axe handle or a shovel handle, or something. Or you can just go down and get, or you can purchase what I have is the cold steel katana, training katana. And again, I'll be showing a lot more of that here in the near future, because what I want to do is continue my series on preparing for civil war, because things are still heating up down at the border, man. It's getting ugly down there. And oh my goodness, this election is going to be just, insane. All the stuff that they're throwing at Trump and everything, and all the other crap that's going on in the Biden administration and everything. It's going to be a chaotic election. So no matter what, I think someone's going to get butt hurt. And, we may see some very interesting violence escalating and stuff. So, but it is, something that we need to watch out for and be prepared for. And it's something that I'm training myself mentally and physically. And the interesting thing is, and this is a lot of people were messaging me while I was in the hospital and asking me, "Are you freaked out? Are you scared?" and everything like that. And I really attribute it to my mental training, because I was not fearful at all. I was not concerned at all. I had full trust in the doctors and everything. And again, I really attribute that to my mental fortitude training, as well as my relationship with Christ as well. I knew where I was going. If I happened to pass away, I wouldn't want to go away or anything like that. I got a lot more here to do on earth, but no matter what, I was not fearful. And again, I attribute that to, being mentally prepared, as well as, physically prepared and things. So, and that was an interesting thing. I noticed that, because a number of people, like I said, I got some text messages, some private messages and everything, asking if I was freaking out and if I'm doing okay and everything. And in all honesty, I wasn't freaking out, even though it was a cardio issue and things. Like I said, there was just a piece about it that I had, and I attribute that to my mental training and also to my relationship with Christ. So, but life is good. Life is wonderful. And let's see here. We got Texas mom talks about is I'm still tired, taking thyroid meds for several years. Chantel says I have hyperthyroidism, been on meds since 1994 and things. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what's going to go on with this and everything. I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm not going to let me hold me back. I'm going to keep pushing forward. I'm going to keep doing and growing as much as I can and preparing for the future. And so, look at me as an example and things, and to join me on my journey. So, but I think that is everything, folks. I just really appreciate you all, joining me here today, and feels good to be back home and going to be back to doing regular shows. I am doing this series prepping for Civil War preps and things. So tomorrow, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm going to continue that series. I'm having a lot of people enjoy that series, so I'm going to continue that and things. Also, different thing here. In March 15th through the 17th, I'm going to be in Kentucky speaking at, oh gosh, what is the name of it? One of the prepper shows, but it's a big one in Kentucky. So if you guys are in the Kentucky area, come on out and check it out. It is the Bushcraft Survival Hunting Preparedness Show and things. I forget exactly what it is, but what I'll do is tomorrow I will definitely get a thumbnail up there so that you guys can see. But if you live in the Kentucky area or in that surrounding area of where the show is, I would love to have you guys come on out. I know a number of my friends, DJ Cooper's going to be there. EJ Snyder's going to be there. I'm looking forward to finally meeting him face to face. We've been talking all these years and everything. And then just other people that I know. I believe Doc Bones, Nurse Amy's going to be there. Another good friends. But yeah, come on out. And if you do come on out, let's spend some time together and hang out and enjoy the time, and maybe do dinner or something like that. But so that's Bushcraft Homesteading and Preparedness Expo. Thank you, Pete. Yes. I don't know. Are you going to be at that one also? I think you might be, but yeah, Bushcraft Homesteading and Preparedness Expo. And yeah, March 15th through the 17th, Kentucky. I forget the sound where it is because I'm not prepared for it, but I will. I'll put a thumbnail up tomorrow, so that you guys know where it is. But if y'all are out there, come on by and let's hang out. So that's everything, folks. Ray Moore, Kilt Prepper. Glad to be back home. You're watching Coffee with Ray. We'll see you. Goodbye. God bless, and kilt on.